Hello to all my friends out there. Hi, you guys. Dinner time. Well, we got to eat, right? So, okay, I have a special treat. I told you guys this was the chocolate mint tea, but it wasn't. It was the spearmint tea. Oh, it's so yummy too. So today I got a special treat. I got 2 chocolate mint tea plants. So this was extremely generous of my son, but I don't think Misha has a chocolate mint tree, so having 2, I will give her 1. And then, you know, the spearmint was delicious. For one thing, it's a very delicious tea. So I think, I'm not sure, but I think mint plants can grow really big, so that would be a good insurance to make sure we're never going without tea, you know. So it's not that tea is such a big deal, but if something happened and all you had was water and you had a big giant tea plant in the backyard, that would be good. Yesterday I was doing a lot of yard work. Believe it or not, the little front yard is the worst. Well, because the backyard, I kind of work on that every day, but the front yard, it just all of a sudden, it's out of control and it's really scruffy. I got this for $2.99. This 99-cent only has the nicest candles. Okay, so the HelloFresh is going good. So let's see, what do I have? Okay, this is the one I'm doing. So last night I didn't cook because I said I wasn't going to eat the other pork katsu, and I thought, are you crazy? This is delicious. That's what I had. So all I have left is 1 carrot and a piece of ginger. I might try to make some ginger. Oh, that smells good. Some ginger tea. I think you just need ginger. I'm not sure. I'll try to figure that out. So okay, so my pork tenderloin is in the freezer because I ended up with the 2 pork meals. So 4 pork meals in 1 week would be a lot. So I have some carrots. I have the green onions are nice. I cut the ends off and stick them in the dirt. I have some mayonnaise. This is what I'm going to be using. I have cherry jam. I have 2 of them. I found these to be really, this HelloFresh to be really nice. Okay, now I have some smoky cinnamon paprika and I have some white wine vinegar. So tonight I am going to eat some of the green onion and some of the carrots. So what I want to make is a little salad. Let's see, where's my bowl? I want to control the portion of my salad. If some of you gain weight like I did, one thing that doesn't work for me is a gigantic portion of salad. But a regular size salad will work really, really good. So I found these small salads at Walmart and they're perfect for 2 days. So tonight, I'm not having the Caesar part, and it comes with a fork, so I save that for the car. I like to do you know, a little lettuce. These are good. So that is a whole meal. Then my son harvested some, I have a big tomato, 2 of these jalapenos. I'm going to roast these. And 3 cherry tomatoes. So I'm going to have the 3 cherry tomatoes because I'm going to have a lot of carrots. So I will put a link And if any of you want to order the HelloFresh, if you order from my link, you get $100 off, and I get $20 off my box. So that would be super. If you're gonna order it anyway, would you mind? I hate to be a beggar, but just to like beg you from the bottom of my heart, if you're gonna buy it anyway. Okay, so I think 3 is enough. These are homegrown. My son's garden has really produced really good. I think I have one squash that's just about ready. Let's see. So, okay, so I have I found these green onions to be really, really good. They package the stuff up so it can last for 4 days easily. And so then I just save this little end and I stick it in the ground and I have more. So what I'm trying to do is to harvest seeds or roots or whatever I can find out of my food, you know, like this is a perfectly good little little root system if you have some dirt. So okay, so I'll have a few onions. Okay, let's see if I can find my balsamic vinaigrette. I try to get as much vinegar as I possibly can. So I think our best bet to stay healthy is good nutrition. And when people are at, you know, if there are issues like the pandemic and your nutrition suffers, then, you know, you're more susceptible to catching disease. So I was telling my son, you know, we're going back to our ways. We're going back to the ways that have kept us nice and healthy. And so every morning, my grandmother would bake bread. I bake this bread. It's delicious. And the reason I bake this bread is because I had this cherry jam in my HelloFresh. But the other reason is I want to go back. So I want to eat bread, butter, and drink milk. That's what I want to do. That's going to keep me nice and healthy. See? I made that. I'm going to give you guys a recipe. I cut it when it was really, really hot. The minute it came out of the oven, I cut it. Also, if you have canned fruit, you can make your own jam. Just drain your fruit, then put water on top. Like for a big can, 1/3 to 1/4 cup sugar. Cook it down and add a little lemon juice. I have the big bottles from Walmart. I mean Dollar Tree. Ooh, yummy. So I spent years and years looking for a good raisin bread recipe. I had a customer, and her name was Marion, and she worked for one of my boyfriends. And she used to make the most delicious raisin bread, and never thought to get the recipe, and never could find one either. Let's see what happens here. Have any of you heard of this brand? You know, out here in Southern California, I don't know if we have this. So I got this in my HelloFresh box. Oh, this looks good. Look at this. Yummy. Let me taste it. I will tell you. Now, this was supposed to go on the pork tenderloin. This will do. That was good. Here's the recipe. You can put any nuts or fruit in this. Take a screenshot. So I am going to be baking bread for my son and myself. Probably just one loaf for each one of us each week, so we'll have bread, butter, and milk. So, okay, I had 5 small potatoes left in my Hello Fresh. So, those are supposed to go with the pork tenderloin. So I made a tasty little batch of potato salad. So 5 small potatoes is exactly enough for 2 people. And if you cut it in half, that is enough for 2 meals. So I told my son, one of the things I want to learn is the proportion and how to buy enough food, but not too much food. So the way I made this is I boiled the potatoes. So I had 5 small potatoes and 1 egg because I didn't want to invest too much in this. Then I used the green onions that I got. And I put mayonnaise, mustard, and pickle juice, and seasoned salt, and pepper. That's it. So, okay, so then, to go with my potato salad, I wanted to make chicken wings, but there's no chicken wings to be found. You guys, where the hell are the chicken wings? This is ridiculous. What I think is the chicken wings are like the ramen. Remember the ramen shops probably bought up all the ramen, and then they had no tapioca because they had to make bubble tea. Well, now it's wings. So I had chicken in the freezer. So this is the way I love actually to make chicken wings. I made lemon chicken. Enough for 2 nights, so I can have some for tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to the swap meet. Not sure how this variant is going to go. Here's the lemon chicken. So this will do. Okay, now, I didn't have olive oil, but I'm going to be getting olive oil because the Hello Fresh calls for olive oil. So we can all learn these recipes together. And even if you don't want to order the Hello Fresh, you know, okay, so I just sprinkled lemon pepper and some of this garlic and parsley on my chicken. I covered it and I bake it. And then I like to eat it with barbecue sauce. So, this is a decent meal. So I like to talk to you guys in my car, but because I was too busy, I couldn't. So I want to talk to you guys about some of the stuff I was talking to my son about today. And one of the things I was talking about to my son is the trade war. And I said to my son, who's safer, someone who's oblivious to danger or someone who says we're in a war? And furthermore, most of the wars last 10 years. And so a lot of people were saying last year, I'll be glad for this year when things go back to normal. They're not going back to normal. We're in a trade war, I think. So I went under Safari, and you can look this up. The cherry jam is good. A war, a state of armed conflict between different nations or states or different groups within a nation or a state. So I mentioned to you guys what they plan on doing to us is they plan on grouping us. Like these people are Americans, these people are, say, Christians, these people are preppers. They want to group us. So it would be or different groups within a nation or a state. So like a civil unrest would be like a war. Okay, now let's talk about a trade war. A trade war is an economic conflict resulting from extreme protectionism in which states rise or create tariffs or other trade barriers against each other in response to trade barriers created by the other party. How about the Evergreen? That was a barrier. The British wanted to tax us, so we said, okay, then we're going to tax your luxury items, your coats and your purses. And so now we have all these, also we have all these terrible weather events. Germany, London, we had real wet weather in New York. So now what is protectionism? This is important to know what this means. The theory or practice of shielding countries' domestic industries from foreign competition by taxing imports. So, we are in a trade war. Now, what is a biological war? A biological warfare, also known as germ warfare, is the use of biological or toxins, infectious agents such as plagues, bacteria, virus, insects, fungus, with the intent to kill, harm, or incapacitate humans, animals, plants as an act of war. So now, okay, last year we had the COVID, this year we have the variant, and now we have the monkeypox. And I went to go get the monkeypox, and it's like smallpox, but something to do with the monkey. So now it was taken down. So the monkeypox is in Texas. But they said, don't worry, they were wearing their masks on the way over here. Yeah, right. Okay, so that was some vacation. Okay, so now, let me see here. Now, I want to talk to you about a depression. A depression is a more severe economic downturn than a recession, which is a slowdown in economic activity over the course of a normal business cycle. So is this downturn, economic downturn, abnormal? Or is it normal? Is it prolonged? Is it getting worse? That's what we're looking. We're looking at other countries. Do they have the variant? We're looking at these countries that are flooding. Okay, so now we're looking at abnormally large increases in unemployment, falls in the availability of credit. So we just had Wells Fargo. I don't know if they cut it off entirely or reduced the lines of credit on the credit. Oh, cash back. That's what it was. So, and this is caused by banking or financial crisis, shrinking output. Okay, so now that could be a banking crisis. Okay, so now things that are bad are shrinking output. They're not manufacturing as much. Buyers dry up. Suppliers cut back, like what is this called? A supply trade disruption. Yeah, because it wasn't, suppliers cut back on production, investments, and more. Suppliers cut back on production and investments, and there's more bankruptcies. These are things we're looking for. What we're watching is the stock market, housing, unemployment, inflation, and credit defaults. Okay, so I don't want any of my followers to be shocked out of their minds. Who's going to be better prepared? The one who says, my God, we're in for 10 years of this. Or the one who's like Chicken Little, or, even Chicken Little, the sky is falling, overreacting. Or the person who says, okay, this could be bad. So I told told my son, stockpile up some food, whatever you can. I was going to sell some of my food and I decided not to. I think what's best is to hang on to a majority of your assets right now. And what we're doing is we're preparing for 8 more years. Okay, maybe it's going to blow over. Maybe the only case of this monkeypox. First of all, whoever has it had to have most likely been in contact with somebody who had it. Just like smallpox. So the thing to do too is to say, okay, like tomorrow I'm going to the swap meet, but I'm not staying long. And say, okay, I have to keep myself safe for a little bit longer. And then we'll see what happens. Okay, you guys, please like, comment, and subscribe. And God bless you all.